I love so many things about creating art. It's an escape, but it's also like getting away to the ocean and just connecting to myself on a deeper level and knowing that I'm creating something for other people. Hi, I'm Beverly. Welcome to my backyard studio. Ever since I was a little girl, I saw this Jackson Pollock documentary, and I grew up on Long Island, and he had this barn on the back of his property, and he would go out there and paint these massive paintings. And so that was always in the back of my mind as a kid, like someday I want to have a backyard studio, and this is like the realization of that dream. So it is really my dream backyard studio. One thing I love about my studio, well, I love lots of things about my studio. Recently, I just got a new garage door that has windows in it, and so that's definitely a big contribution to how my art's turning out. I think my art is evolving just from having the natural light, which is something I've been striving for so long. It's been absent from my studio, so it's been a lot of artificial lighting. When you walk outside of my studio, I have like saguaros and desert and mountain backdrops. So anytime I just want to be part of nature, I can open up the door and I can hear the birds, and I don't even need music. It's pretty magical. This studio used to be used for Volkswagen buses. The owner would drive Volkswagen buses and work on the motors in here, and the back wall was an exit. So this was a front garage door and that was an exit garage door. So he would drive in these Volkswagen buses and drop in engines and everything. So it's kind of cool to continue on the creative spirit within this space. But one of the things I love about my studio is we took the laundry sink out of their house and put it out here. So now I have this old mid-century modern sink, and it's original from the 70s. I love it. Whenever I'm creating art, there's it's like I compare it to being by the ocean because it brings me peace and tranquility. So living in the desert, obviously I can't escape to the ocean, so I like to escape to my studio, and I'll just come out here and paint, and literally I just need 2 hours to decompress. And so making art is not only for other people, but it's also part of my spiritual process. It's kind of like a goldfish, like you adapt to your surroundings. So now I have multiple walls to work on, and I have so much more space that I think the size of my work has increased. Just being able to come out here and work in my studio, and it's separate from my house, has been a game changer because it keeps my work and my life separate. My process varies. Sometimes when I'm working on a piece, because it does have so many layers, I literally am just building the layers and I'm slapping on colors and paints that I want to see come through on the final coat. And other times it's just a free-for-all, because I do feel like when I'm creating, it doesn't have to always be so contrived. It can just be a natural free flow. And I always want to vary my art. I don't want my art to look exactly the same every time. So I try and vary up my steps so that I will have different end results. Other times I know exactly what I'm going to create, and I know exactly how I'm going to do it, and it never looks like I thought it was going to look, but it gets close. So yeah, I have multiple processes depending on the art that I'm working on. If it's the organic one, it has a more specific layering process versus my more textural pieces. This is many of the underlayers, as you can see, but I'm working on building that complexity and the dimension and the depth that my pieces have. So I know how it's going to end up, it's just not there yet. So it's developing the color palette, developing the feeling, because I think paintings all have feelings and energy, and so the layers help me build that depth to them. Most of my work is very organic and based on nature, although right now I'm exploring more cityscapes and some architectural aspects to my art, so there's some geometrical aspects to it. So if you see the piece behind me here, it has some more shapes that are not so organic. It's a combination of close up and far away in a city. So that's my new collection. I'll be debuting at Celebration. The idea came into my head to try something different, and I just loved how it came out. And I think they're kind of like little windows to your soul. So like they're windows, and it started out as windows and then they multiplied and became a whole city. So this was actually my first windows piece, and just having those little developed windows, and so I'm definitely taking it to another level. I'm gonna have some more pieces like this, but I like having this balance of organic and geometric. It's kind of like fulfilling two sides of me that I like. I aim for resonance because we're all connected. If you can find something in my art that you connect with, it might be imagination, it might be a memory, it might be a color that triggers something. I feel like I've done my job, because we're all connected, and I want to reconnect people to something within themselves. And so by building that thought process into my work, I feel like somebody's going to walk up to my work and connect with it on a deeper level, and that's really important because you're bringing that art into your home, and art carries energy. So you want to bring art that resonates with you. I think being at Celebration just got me really excited. It exposed me to this whole other side of art and creatives and collectors that I didn't really know about, I didn't really connect with. So Celebration has definitely influenced my art. I can't wait for next year. Like, I'm getting ready right now. I'm making some new pieces. I'm excited to debut them there. And so yeah, it's motivating me to create, for sure. It inspires me in so many ways. Like, I want to bring my best to the show. It's pretty surreal to have this amazing studio and to be able to, my full-time work is to create. So I love it. I can't imagine doing anything else. Like, people ask me, you hear, oh, you're an artist, oh, okay. But then when they actually see what I'm doing and how invested I am, I think it's amazing.